everybody. Welcome back to Maydaysan in Japan, Maydaysan talk show. And today we are lying down on the couch in Japan. Hella relaxing. Can you imagine this, people on podcast listening on Spotify right now? Imagine me lying down on my couch, okay? I had the pillow on the back of an L-shaped wall, and I'm literally just crossing my legs because I can, and it's free. If you understand the reference, you understand the reference. But you may be wondering, like, why am I even lying down on the couch in Japan? I'll tell you right now, it's because it's a goddamn mood today. Super nice weather. Really super nice weather, I'm telling you right now. And it is just so beautiful. And it's such a shame that I can't go outside to enjoy it. And I want to kind of talk about today with a little bit of a more serious topic, I suppose. Maybe a topic that you all want to kind of hear right now because you're probably doing the same thing. And because of beer virus, we are quarantining. And in Japan particularly, we're not officially locked down or anything like that, but we are practicing self-restraint to stay home. And I've been just kind of wanted to chime in on kind of the mental state of how I'm doing and how you may be feeling at the same time. And just kind of want to document this kind of thing for today's podcast. And just go about my journey. Maybe you can be like, oh my God, I feel the same way, bro. Oh yeah. Yeah. But anyway, so I've been working from home for the past 3 weeks now. Jesus. God, it just feels like forever. And it's only just going to get longer. I feel like it's just going to get longer. So if you haven't been following any of the news in Japan, I'm pretty sure you are, because we're like literally the only country that is like lagging behind the entire world. So Japan, due to some laws that they have, that they cannot force people to stay inside because they lost the war. So they kind of lost that imperialism, constitutional ihan, for lack of a better word. So they kind of westernized, and they can't, by constitution, force people to stay home. They can only request people to stay home. Oh my God, oh my God. Oh my, Jesus. Oh my God. Oh, I promise I don't have beer virus. I promise. I just choked on my own spit. Oh my God. Okay. Well, you know how this is, all in one take, baby. But anyway, Japan, they can't force people to stay home. So basically, for the past, since January, February, March, we've had corona cases and stuff like that, and nothing has actually happened. It wasn't until like the first week of April that they finally decided to declare a state of emergency for Tokyo and 7 prefectures that actually matter. I know it sounds cynical, but it's true. So high population areas, right? But not even Kyoto. So anyway, so that's when I was kind of pushing my workplace to be like, yo, I go to Yokohama, I go on this train, and every time I come on the train, it's a full-ass train. I'm going to get corona, and I'm the only teacher here, and if I get corona, it's over, bro. You ain't going to get no students. Nothing's going to, you're done, bro. Well, you can go take your lessons and your profits and go put them in the sound box and pound sand, because if I'm sick, you're not getting any money. Right? So fortunately, the company actually listened to me. They actually did a really good job. And they're like, yeah, you know what? Let's put you on telework. Let's put you on online lessons. Because even the students were getting scared to come. So I've been working from home. And god damn, like, they're so lucky. They're so lucky that I'm a content creator and I'm capable of doing this stuff, because I have the gear, I have microphones, I have lights, I have a green screen, I have all that, all the whole shebang to make the experience what it is. And teaching online just feels like streaming for me. It feels like making content for you guys, right? So it just came to me naturally. Wow, I'm in a sexy pose now. If you guys can see this on YouTube. If you're on the podcast, you're missing out. But anyway, so basically when I'm teaching online, it's just comes natural to me. But of course, like, when I'm teaching the little kids, like 6 years old and stuff, it's kind of hard to teach them, because, they already have low attention spans to begin with. And when I'm in the classroom, it's a lot easier for me to, do activities and keep them active and help them learn in different ways other than visual learning, right? Because kids learn in, kids and people learn in different ways. We don't all learn the same way. So I kind of try to take advantage of that for, all different kinds of learning. But besides the point, I wanted to talk about how what it's like to kind of like work from home. So I go for like grocery runs with my girlfriend, maybe once a week, and we go to the supermarket, which is pretty crowded, and people are wearing masks and stuff like that. And I have my cloth mask that doesn't do actually anything, but it is a piru, so that's the whole point of a piru. So I've just been doing that, and we just buy up maybe a week's worth of food, and I just do that for once a week. Then I wake up in the morning, and I get to actually have a lot of time off because I don't actually work unless I have a class. So sometimes I'll have classes that are like 5 p.m. or 2 o'clock, and then the rest of the time is mine. So which is pretty cool, and I kind of appreciate that. And other schools who are also doing teleworking in my company, they have classes all day, so it can't really be helped. I just hope they don't cut my salary or something like that, or we're gonna have a different kind of argument today. So it's really, really, really comfortable, and I thought it would be really, really comfortable. It's like, yeah, it is. My life balance is really good. My house is pretty clean, I guess. I mean, I'm a pretty messy person to begin with. I don't know what it is, but I don't know. Okay, like Japanese people, like they have a high standard of what cleanliness is, and I don't know if I don't meet that standard or if I'm just a messy person. Like I got a freaking beer can here. I'm not sponsored by Asahi, by the way. So like, you know what I mean? So I thought I would be able to have my life balance up and stuff like that. And to be honest, for the first week and a half or so, all I really did was play Call of Duty till the end of freaking time. I was playing like 12 hours a day. It was crazy. And then I finally got something unlocked. I got like my platinum rifles or something like that. I was playing Warzone with my friends, which is probably one of the best parts about having this job and being in quarantine, is that I get to spend time with my friends overseas back in Canada, because time zones are completely opposite. When it's night here, it's day there, and when it's day here, it's night there. So I don't really get to meet up with them at all. And when you live in Japan, and when you don't live in Tokyo, and you're not freaking going Nampa and hanging out with girls all the time, going to izakaya and hitting on chicks and stuff like that, it's a pretty lonely place. Like you can really get stuck in the solitude, and you can really get stuck in yourself and your thoughts. And that's one of the things that really gets to me, the longer I stay with myself and I kind of just sit in my own thoughts. And the good thing that's really great about being able to communicate with friends, whether it be in real life or online, is that, you get to be distracted by those thoughts, or you get to talk to someone about those things. And it was so great for the first week and a half. I was playing with them all morning here, and then I'd do my job, and then at home I'd spend time with my GF, and we'd just watch Avatar: The Last Airbender or something like that. And I had a pretty good routine going. And then I think for the first 2 weeks, my nutrition was bad too, because I was just on gamer diet. I was on hella gamer diet, and I was like, oh my God, I was like eating potato chips and stuff and spicy foods, and I was just getting canker sores, bro. Canker sores. I had a canker sore after canker sore after canker sore in my mouth, ulcers in my mouth that were just making me so uncomfortable. And then every week I have to go resupply my R1 or my yogurt drink and my nutritional fucking box of juice. And once I get back on that, I was doing well. The other good thing about quarantine too is that like I haven't been able to go to the gym, to the real gym, in like over a month. So what I just been doing is I just been going and Fitbit Premium or whatever. I have a Fitbit, not anymore. I use my Apple Watch, but my Fitbit data, I suppose, they gave me 3 months for free of Fitbit Premium. So I've been doing home workouts like 5 times a week, which has been great, which has been really great. And it took me a while to get into that, to get into that routine, to start doing workouts. And I'm still struggling all the time. And I'm drinking my protein again. I'm getting into all that stuff. And for the past week or so, it's been good. Like my body has physically been feeling better. My canker sores are finally leaving. And yeah, so now the rest of the time is just slow, monotonous time. So some of the stuff that I've been getting tired of video games this week. Like I woke up this morning and I was like, all right, I'm gonna play some games. I've turned on the PlayStation 4, I turned on my PC, I'm just like, bro, it's gonna be the same thing again. Time is passing by so fast and so slow at the same time. And it's weird because my birthday just passed 3 weeks ago. And last year at this time, it was popping, bro. We had so many different things we were doing on my birthday. I went to go see otters. I went to go Dan Chicken Dan. I did all these things. And this year I did nothing, and then now it's already almost the end of April and it's still nothing. And usually every week I go play airsoft. Like I go play airsoft once a week. So what I've been doing in my free time is just practicing freaking airsoft techniques in my house, shooting targets and freaking just practicing aiming and stuff like that and pretending to play because I just can't wait to go back. But I'm kind of worried about airsoft because I think they're kind of already a struggling business to begin with because of the social stigma around it. So I'm kind of scared that it won't be around when all this finally blows over. And who knows how long that's going to be, because I'm going to be teleworking at least until Golden Week. And then it's not like Japan is getting any better, but it's not exactly catastrophic like America is or anything like that, or at least that's how it seems anyway. And I'm kind of grateful for that, to be honest. I'm kind of grateful for that it's not super chaotic, but by the time Golden Week comes around, it's probably going to get worse. Honestly, it's probably going to get worse. And then maybe when the heat comes in, June, July, then maybe naturally it'll go away, but I'm not a scientist, so I don't even know. But I kind of wanted to talk about how, despite all this and despite all the life balances and despite all the skills that I should be learning or blah, 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 or how I'm improving myself, I'm starting to feel the quarantine blues, quarantine depression. And I, as a creator, I often get mild or moderate depression often, very, very often. And I didn't really start getting depression until about 2 years ago or so, when I started content creating. Because, you're kind of battling your own demons. You're battling with imposter syndrome the entire time. Like, oh, are you good enough? Blah, blah, blah. You look at other people's content. You get depressed about that. But I think now, this kind of quarantine, it's just like the monotony. The monotony is very depressing. And I had monotonous depression maybe about like a month or half ago. And then the way I solved that was by going to airsoft again. And then, started spicing up my life and, or going to see my friends and stuff like that. But like now it's just impossible to do that. You can't see friends. You can't go out for a nice dinner. You can't go somewhere new. You can't even ride the train. You can, obviously you can, but you shouldn't, right? Because I'm not trying to catch corona. You know what I mean? So like this monotonous routine or lack of a routine is kind of just weighing down on me, and I'm sure it's weighing down on a lot of you guys. I'm sure there was a lot of us when it's like, oh, I gotta work from home. Yeah, I gotta do this. I'm gonna do this. You start to make, I'm gonna make so much content. I'm gonna learn these skills. But then when it comes down to it, you're like, yo, I can't be bothered. You know what I mean? And that's what it kind of feels like for me. It felt like that for me for the first week. And surprisingly, I've started making content again, especially on the YouTube channel with this podcast, right? And I just feel like, I don't know, it's just fun to just talk. I just like to hear myself talk, and maybe it's therapeutic for me, maybe it's therapeutic for you, but I feel like that's what's been happening. But even today, I woke up and I was like, bro, I'm just feeling so irritable, and I want to go outside. I want to go for a walk. I want to do something, I want to do something. And I don't want to wear a mask when I'm going outside because I want to breathe the fresh air. Please, just want to breathe the fresh air. It's not the same when you're just breathing through a mask. And I wear glasses too, so it's just like a hella annoying to wear, glasses with a mask. It just fogs up, right? So I'm just thinking, like, what are you supposed to do? Like when you start getting this depression, and you know what? It's weird because people in America have been in isolation for like 5 weeks, right? My sister lives with her boyfriend, so she has someone else that keep her company, and mine comes over a lot too. But even then, it's starting to become a monotonous routine. Like, okay, I'm going to wake up, I'm going to play video games, then I'm going to go do my job, do my work, and then she's going to come over, we're going to cook dinner. It's probably boring-ass dinner, then we're going to do the same thing. And it's the same thing every time. And there's really nothing you can do to spice it up, right? And I guess you could go, like, talk to people and do Google Hangouts and stuff like that with, like, random, like, people you've never seen or talked to in a while. But, like, I don't know. I guess for me, like, the introvert in me is like, I don't want to do that. I kind of just want to wallow in my own, like, wallow in my own sorrows and self-pity and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But I don't know. Like, it's taking a lot for me to really just remain bright in this time of darkness. So even, like, when it comes to content, like, I'm starting to run dry on TikTok. And I've been buying, oh my God, dude. I've been I've been saving a lot of money though. I've been saving a lot of money, but I've been spending a lot of other money from my Canadian account on video games and things I don't need. And I think it's just kind of this therapeutic, what is that shopping therapy. And I think that's what's happening right now. And I don't think it's a good idea for me to do that, because who knows, who knows? Maybe I'll get fired from my job next month, or maybe Japan's economy will crash and I'll have no money, right? And I feel like these kind of dark thoughts and these things of uncertainty are enough to make someone go crazy. And for me, probably me as well. And I even considered going home, and maybe we can talk about in the next podcast about, should I go home? Should I stay in Japan and take the risk? But I think it's too late for that ship. That ship is probably sailed by now, but we're going to be in here indefinitely until what happens. But I kind of just wanted to share my thoughts about, I don't even know where this freaking podcast went, but honestly, you know what this couch is, guys? You know what this couch is? If you see me on YouTube, this is the therapeutic couch. This is it, bro. This is the Maydaysan podcast therapy session, bro. Like I'm literally sitting on the couch right now, and you're my therapist. Oh my God, we just got a goddamn breakthrough. Write it down. There's no one here because I'm by myself. But this might be the thing, the therapy thing. And I just been thinking of new ideas lately. Just like, bro, this YouTube channel is dead, right? And it's funny because this YouTube channel was like the main thing, right? The YouTube channel was like the main thing at the very beginning, right? But now it's like, this is just my dump for experimental content now, because now my TikTok is like my main thing. And like I hate being able to, I hate feeling like I should be locked down to a certain piece of content, because I in the end I want to just be able to make whatever the hell I want and have people like whatever I'm making, right? In a large scale where it's enough for me to make a living on it, right? Obviously, there's like a small niche of people who enjoy everything I do, but the mass majority of people just like you for that one trick pony. Take a look at Mr. Yabatan, or take a look at what's his goddamn name, Jason Atsurugi. Jason. Why Japanese people, like they may not be one trick ponies, but they are looked at in the eyes of Japanese people and meme lords as one trick ponies. So I don't want to be that kind of person. But so I've just been experimenting with this podcast thing, and honestly, it's been fun just going off the cuff and just one taking it, because I can't be bothered. I can't be bothered to edit things and put in so much work for nothing, And by nothing, I don't mean like 0 views, but you know what I mean? Like relative to my TikTok content, relative to my other pieces of work, with the amount of effort I put into them, it's just depressing. It's more depressing to do that. So I'd rather just have content that's just easy and more raw and more to the point than, trying to edit something for 2 hours for like 60, 70, 155 views. So, I've been seeing a lot of other content creators and a lot of other gaijin on Twitter just complaining about this kind of issue, about how Japan is just incompetent. And bro, like the more I remember like 2 weeks ago, the more and more I was looking at Japan's incompetence to control the virus and the response to the virus super slow and everything, the more and more depressed I became, the more and more I started to hate Japan. And honestly, like I don't hate Japan. I don't like Japan. It's just a place. It's just another country, and it's just another paycheck for me at this point. And there's some fun things about it, but there's a lot of annoying things about it too. But even if I went back home, like, I don't know. I don't know what I would do. I don't know what I would do. It's just like save money and probably do the same thing. I'd probably just make content. I'd probably still make content, But anyway, that's not in the books right now. Right now in the books is trying to get my mind mentally on track and avoid going crazy with cabin fever. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for coming out to Maydaysan Talks, Maydaysan Therapy Session, Maydaysan on the Couch Therapy Session, lying down on the couch in Japan. If you guys like this, please like, comment, subscribe. Give me another topic to talk about in the comment section down below, and we can just go with it. I want to try and start putting daily content on here. Oh, no, you just made a promise that you can't keep, fool. Oh, geez, I just done it, boys. boys and girls. But anyway, guys, we're at the 20-minute mark. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Hope this helped. Peace!